Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about the questions that they usually ask in the embassies when you go for visa processing. I often get questions from people who are now traveling to Mexico about what questions they would be asking in the Delhi Mexican embassy, and they often ask me to make a video about this. So today I thought I would make a video on this topic. And as I said, these questions are usually asked in most of the visa processing, or sometimes even in the immigration when you're traveling, when you're taking an international flight. Even at the immigration counter, they would be asking you these questions. Well, answering these questions or listening to these questions doesn't guarantee you a visa. That completely depends on the official sitting there. At least it will help you to calm down and not to be that nervous. All right, so if you are a person who are traveling out of India very soon, then don't forget to watch this video till the end. And without wasting any time, let's get into the video. Before telling you what are the usual questions that are asked in the embassy, let me first tell you that you need to remember that you are moving out of India, or you are coming to a particular country legally. It's not that you are crossing the border illegally, or you're doing something illegal. No, you have submitted all your papers, you are coming here legally. So why be nervous? Just be confident, because you have submitted the paper and now you just need the help of the official to give you a visa. So always be confident, don't be nervous, don't think that you're doing something illegal. Everything is going legally, so just be confident about that. Just make sure that you know things what you're doing, and you know about the country that you're going. So let me break down the questions that usually they ask in the visa processing or in the visa interviews. The first and foremost question, of course, if you're coming here for on some work, then that first and foremost question would be, what are you going to Mexico? For example, if it's Mexico, what's the reason for your travel to Mexico? So if it's your job, you can tell them it's your job or project, or if you have some kind of exhibition here, or if you have some business meeting here, just make sure that you know for what you're traveling. When I say you know what you're traveling for example, the name of your project, the name of your company, or the place where your exhibition is going to be, or if you're coming here for a business meet, what is the where exactly the business meeting is going to be. All these things you need to know, because once you act like you don't know where you're going, the interviewer, he himself would think that this person is not sure why and for what he's going, so why should I give him a visa? So just be confident about it, and you should know for what what is the place, where is the place you're going, or what is the purpose of your travel. So you need to know the names, especially, for example, they might also ask you, where are you going to stay in Mexico? So if you're coming here and staying in a hotel, you need to know the name of the hotel, you need to know where this hotel is. If you're going to stay at a friend's place, you need to know the address. I'm not saying by heart the address, but for example, if your friend is in Mexico City, in Polanco, you can just say Mexico City, Polanco. So these are the few things that you need to know, where exactly you're going to stay. And if suppose you're a spouse and your husband is already here, and you will be going to meet your husband or stay with your husband, just tell them that I'll be staying with my husband. And in case they ask you where is your husband or which place, then you can again give them this answer. So as I said, you need to know which place you're going, the name of the project or the name of the company, or the name of the place where you have your business meet. All these things you need to know about it. And suppose if you're the wife and you're going to meet your husband, your husband is already here, then obviously they will ask you, what does your husband do there in Mexico? So you also need to know what he does. Like, for example, what is his role, whether he's a manager or a general manager or whatever. You need to know the role that he's playing, the name of the company that he's working in. So these are basic things that you need to remember. So because they will definitely ask you, what does your husband or what does your wife do there? And if you're a person who's coming here or going to any other country for work, the next question would be, how long are you going to stay in that particular place? Usually when they send you on a project, it would be like for 2 years or 3 years or 4 years. So you can just tell them that the basic reason for them to ask this question is to know whether you are going to settle in that country. For example, you're going on a business visa or you're going on a work visa. They don't expect you to go there and settle. Well, that could be your plan, but at this point you just tell them that you are going there for a project for 2 years or 3 years, depending on what your company told. It's later that you decide whether you want to settle there or you want to come back, but you have to make sure that you tell them that you're not, as of now, you're not planning to settle. It's just for a short-term project that you're going. And if you're a wife who's going to meet your husband, they usually ask you if you are working. Like for example, if you're working in India, in case you're working, or even if you have resigned, you can just tell them, yes, I'm working here. And they might also ask you, are you planning to work there in that country? So if you're going on a dependent visa, please tell them that no, I am not planning to work, because that would be a contradictory statement. If you tell them, if you have a dependent visa and you tell them, yes, I'm going to work there, no, please don't say that, because it would be contradicting your visa. So if you are, even if you have plans to come here and work, or if you have plans to go to another country and work, just tell them that no, I have no plans to work, because obviously you're going on a dependent visa and they don't expect you to work on dependent visa. There might also be other questions like how long have you both been married, or was it a love marriage or arranged marriage? It all depends. Sometimes the officer is over friendly and he might ask you these extra questions. Sometimes they are very professional and that they might just ask you a couple of questions like what is the purpose of your visit, how long are you going to stay, what's the name of the company that you're working for, and if you are planning to work there. I mean, if you're the wife and if you're going on dependent visa, they might ask you if you're planning to work there. These are the basic questions that they usually ask. As I said, if the official is over friendly, he might ask you other questions as to how long you're married, if you speak Spanish, or if you speak the language of that country. These extra questions can be asked by them. But otherwise, it's usually these basic questions that they ask you in the visa interview. The main thing should be that you should be confident and not nervous. Don't act as if you're going to do something illegal in that country. Just be confident, because you have already submitted all your papers legally and you're going to that country legally. So nothing can stop you from going if you have all the papers, and if the interview goes good, nothing can stop you from going. So just be confident and try to answer these questions calmly, and you should be good to go. I hope this video was useful to you. In case you have any questions, leave that in the comments below and I would be glad to answer. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.